We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
All right, guys.
Hey, we're here.
It's Tuesday. Welcome back to the W Radio Show on the W Entertainment Network for a little while longer. Before we switch over to Comedy Vets. You guys know this gentleman here. Wasn't quite sure he was going to make it today.
I'll tell you what.
But broke down the side of the road. There's days he wishes he was Amish. Okay?
Yeah.
Vehicles. That's all I'm
No, I wouldn't give my horse to lay down and found her. You know,
probably.
So anyway.
So we're here for you guys. Got a good show lined up for you.
Yes, we do.
Man, I'm excited. Our buddy Vincent Morales is back today. Y'all, he don't need no introduction in the civilized world. You know, Veterans Community Project guru. He's the second guy in command. Should be the first guy in charge. I'm gonna pick it for him, hold signs, so hopefully he gets promoted, get that big check. Right?
There you go.
So without further ado, let's bring him on. What's up, brother?
Hey, hello there.
How we doing today?
Oh, all right. I'm glad you made it today. We got an exciting show coming up. Everybody knows we got a comedy show going to be over there where you're at, coming up on Saturday. We'll get to that here in just a second. And then we're going to talk about a witch hunt going on. We got a lot of things to talk about. But first, I have got to rant about something like I always do. This is our rant time.
All right.
How many of y'all, and show of hands, how many of y'all are sick and tired of going in like lumber yards or places when you buy something and they want your phone number or your address? There's no delivery, they just want your address, okay, or your date of birth. How many are sick and tired of that? I mean, why do I need to give you my address to buy some 4x4s? What could I possibly be terrorizing with 4x4s? Okay.
Yeah.
Most people can't swing an 8-foot 4x4 anyway.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Treated. And every time I go in there, I say, well, what's your phone number? Why?
Yeah. What you got to have it for?
I start making jokes of it. Ma'am, stop. I'm a married man.
Yeah.
My wife's right here. That is so disrespectful. What are you doing? Oh, no, sir. I need it. Why do you need it?
Yeah.
Well, the manufacturer wants it. Are they giving me 20% off?
Yeah.
Then they ain't getting shit. I don't want them to call me. Call me when they get 50% off. I'd be glad to give you my phone number, okay?
What, they're going to offer me a job? What?
Yeah. One guy kind of got smart back and said, well, you know the government's watching us. Okay,
so what?
Well, listen, I'm on file. I was in the military, so.
They are watching us. They're collecting our data. And as you said, we've already been something new. Like we already know they're watching us. Hey, let them know I got 4 4x4s and 2 2x8s. If they want to come see me.
Yeah. If they want to come count them, they'll be right on my deck. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. I had to go on Fort Leavenworth today to pick up a piece of furniture that the wife bought. Okay. That was why I went all the way to Platts. Every time she sends me on one of these escapades, I wind up going through the 7th circle of hell. Okay. But anyway, I keep doing it because that's what I do. Okay. So anyway, I get there. You have to go to the visitor center. You got to check in through Homeland Security to get your pass to get onto the military base. So I give them my driver's license and I sat down and want to know why you're coming. And I said, well, I'm going to go see this person right here, had their address, everything on the phone. So they run me through their Homeland Security deal. And he says, oh, okay. He said, well, this, and this, and you served here and you served this, and you had this clearance and blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, by golly, that's right. So, there's no secrets. They already know everything about you anyway, So I got my little 1-day pass and went through, and they scanned my driver's license. My information popped up to the guard at the gate, and in I went. But they know everything anyway. So what the heck?
Right. Before we go any further, guys, I want to give a big shout out and congratulations to our boy Dean Cerny on here.
Oh, what
22 days sober.
Yay, Dean! You rock on.
Last week, we had him. We was talking about him, and he said that he just woke up and decided he wanted to quit drinking.
Good for him.
And 22 days ago, he put it down, and so shout out to you, Dean. You've been a long
way to go,
time.
Dean. Long time, buddy. If you did 22, you can do 23. There you go.
You're a long time listener.
That's a huge one. That's a huge
that's
congratulations.
That's a lot of attaboys for you there, Dean.
Yeah, and believe me, I know it's it's going to get rough for you.
Yeah,
but if anybody can handle it, you
can do
it. All right, you're like the old boy on Tombstone. I'm your Huckleberry.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into first of all why you see this good-looking man here on the screen here.
Yeah, why are we looking at him
Oh,
anyway?
look at him.
You
He's a
must be
good
looking
guy.
at yourself because I know you're talking. You got like a mirror going on there,
I
brother.
see, yeah. Well, I'm trying to do my best Vincent impression today, and I'm failing.
Uh,
I used to be handsome, but I'm third world ugly now. So I can't help it. Shit to you.
yeah, it does. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Dean, great job. Okay, on this Saturday, September the 7th
Yes.
at 6:00 Eastern Standard Time. I have been working this deal with him for a long time to get this to happen.
Okay.
We're proud to announce the Comedy Vets is going in to the little houses down there on Troost,
Awesome.
and we're going in there. We're gonna lay it down. We're gonna make them laugh. We're gonna have a good time. And this gentleman right here on the screen made it possible for us to do so. He got us in charge of a lady named Jamie. I believe her last name is Jordan, and she got right on it and made a flyer and everything. And it's a beautiful thing. And what happened here? There they go.
Oh.
What they did for us is awesome. So we're going to come in there and make them all laugh. We're going to be awesome for them. It's for a great cause. It's for 22 a day.
Yeah.
That's how many people in this godforsaken land commit suicide every day.
I know.
And we are tired of it. And so Vince has been on numerous times now. I can't even count how many times he's been on, and we got talking about it. And he made a comment. So thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you guys feel on your end about this comedy show coming up?
Excited, really excited. And I can tell you from kind of where me and you have been and all the great things since I've talked to you last, I've been moving around the country, different veterans community projects, our St. Louis site, our Longmont, Colorado site, our Sioux Falls site, taking our social work and our program out there. So now to see the flagship, the Kansas City, the home location, running and doing all the things as best as they can. And also shout out to Jamie Jordan. I just want to, if she's on here, if she's listening, like Jamie is the truth. She is amazing. She is the mother of that village. And now to see that we are moving past just those basic necessities of getting people squared away, we're moving into the aspect of bringing in joy and livelihood into people's lives, coming down, having the Kings of Comedy, having my brother Richie coming down, having the Commander come down. Like that is like, as you said, brother, you hit it on the head. If you're laughing, you're not crying. If you're laughing, you're not depressed. If you're in that happy mode, you're putting yourself in the right mindset. So to see this village and this come to fruition, as you said, been working at it a while. It's really exciting, and this is our first comedy show of the organization. So, brother, you're working with us in a new area we haven't worked in. So, hats off to you on that one, brother.
Well,
Hey, what a good way to draw a sense of community with all the vets down there. That is awesome.
oh, absolutely.
It is.
We got a set of rules and parameters that we're going to abide by while we're there. But she gave us a word. It's an adult show.
Adult show. Hear that? It's adult.
Adult show. And so we're allowed to touch on a lot of things. Now, certain things we're not going to touch on at this particular show.
Yeah.
Domestic violence. I don't have anything about domestic violence anyway. I might tell you some jokes about my wife domestic violence me, because a man with a mouth problem, might happen.
Don't be talking about dishwashers.
Well,
yeah.
we're in trouble. That's on the menu. It's on the menu.
Yeah.
And so, and we agreed to no racism. Of course, we don't do that anyway.
No.
And it can't be extremely vulgar, and we're not extremely vulgar anyway. So it's good fit. We're going in there first time.
Yeah.
Going to make them laugh. We're going to have merch there. So if anybody wants to buy any merch, they can. Dog tags, necklaces, shirts, whatever. Obesity awareness shirt. I got a beautiful obesity awareness shirt. It's actually my hand and my Oreo cookies on the shirt. It says I'm aware. Obesity awareness. I'm aware.
All right.
11 Oreo cookies. Yeah, that's how many I get in here. 11. And so I'll be talking about that and stuff. It's gonna be a great time.
Richie, I had a question for you, brother, because I was, love discussing this with you, because we are working with veterans who have been through some life and some different trauma here. Does that mean in your approach, do you take a totally different approach to that? Because my thought process is there are some things we can't discuss as veterans, but there are some things we do discuss that is not acceptable to mainstream society. So is it like, you get what I'm saying? Is it like, hey,
I do. And I'll explain to you this way. I don't change my view of anything.
Okay.
I say things. I'm a Generation X. I mean, I drink out of a freaking garden hose. One of my favorite toys was a merry-go-round. And society's getting so damn soft now, they're taking the merry-go-rounds out of parks. Well, ain't no sense of going to a park and we got a merry-go-round. I guess you walk around a stick and get dizzy. Hell, I did that too. Of course,
You got to have the 20-foot steel shiny metal slide, so when you come down, you get third degree burns and leave half your butt stuck up there to it. You know, that's
right. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff. Being from redneck family, my family's outlaws and part of me Native American. I got a big heritage of things that collaborate together and make jokes. But I do have some against gay people. Okay. Now, before we get all heated, the joke I wrote about a gay person, a lesbian couple helped me write half of the joke. Okay. So, the gay community participated in gay bashing, if you would.
Yeah.
And so I tell it. I kind of check the room before I tell it. If I see David and Steve hugging each other, I won't go into that joke. Right. But they're all couples together. I'll light into it. It's a funny joke. And they're all, one lady coming out there and saying, my son's gay. Oh,
okay.
But that's still funny. I don't give a shit. That's funny. That's funny. They laugh. It's comedy. Just laugh.
Yeah.
If you believe anything I'm telling you, you're funny. Okay.
Well, and the beauty of it, understanding comics and how you operate, your jokes and the way you resonate is because you see yourself in that audience in one capacity, shape, form, or another.
Yes.
And then, as you said, brother, you do the work because you can't create a proper punchline if you don't have the full understanding of the LGBTQIA community, whatever community you're speaking on. You can't make a good punchline if you don't know. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know if you remember the story that I told a couple years back, but I got a joke called cell phone. It's about getting a cell phone. There's 3 parts to it, right? And one part of it has the word penis in it, Boar's penis, right? And so I told this, and after the joke, everybody was laughing about it, except one woman. She was like this the whole time. She just mean mugging me the rest of my set. And she came up, she goes, "Sir, I got to tell you something." I'm thinking, oh, here we go. She goes, "I didn't like you to say the word penis." I said, "Well, you offended by it, ma'am?" I am. Couldn't you say like ding-a-ling or ding-dong? I said, "No, ma'am. No. It's not funny that way. It's funny the way I said it." Okay. I said, plus, it's in the Bible. 50% of the population has one, and that's a medical term.
Yeah.
Erectile dysfunction when your penis don't work. Okay,
it's real.
So,
it's not,
I
was gonna say that's what it says. That's what it says on my disability list.
Yeah.
The government classifies it. That says right there. It says PTSD, erectile dysfunction. What just happened?
Yeah. It's now you get Blue Chew in the mail. So who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? But see, that's how our brain works. We do that, right? And so a lot of people put some restrictions, like if I know I'm going into a church, I got a set of church jokes, very clean or church jokes, right? If I'm going into a bar, I got a bit about the altar boy getting, in the preacher and the altar boy. So I mean, depends on where you're going. And so I did one time for Bass Pro Shop, okay. And the guy came in and he goes, "Okay." And they said, being a redneck and stuff, I know you hunt. What kind of jokes you gonna tell? I said, "Oh, I might tell one about a gay guy and a hunting." I called accidentally from a blind, and he was gay. We're talking about camouflage, and he said, "Huh? Well, how's that gonna work?" I said, "Well, I'll just tell you." And yeah, they were hysterical over it. They thought it was crazy. I thought it was great. They didn't know how I was going to perceive it. See, but look, some people you just can't make laugh. They want to be offended about everything. Okay, you could talk about anything. They say you can't. Well, you shouldn't start on. Yes, I can. Yeah. Yes, I can. They said, "Well, you don't have the right to do that." I said, "Well, show me the law says I can't." People go, "We don't have freedom of speech. That's for the government." Well, show me a law that says I can't say it. Show me a law that says I can't say "eat by fucks up governable chew."
I thought that's what we went and fought for. I thought that was the whole goal of this.
Yeah, that was the whole thing right there.
I promise you, these guys don't want to come through any boot camp. Jody's got your girlfriend, break that back. I mean, come on. Come on, man. So, but we're going in there. We're going to make a laugh. I can't wait to meet Jamie, introduce her to my wife. And the lady, that way my wife will know who I've been talking to on this chat.
Jamie. Just so you know, brother, Jamie, she started out, she's been with the organization about a year, 2 years, and she really has hit the ground running and kick-ass at games. I really have to sing her praises in this capacity here for making this come to reality, for the work that she does daily. You're going to be blown away and amazed by her and all the great things that she does, and just her connectivity with all the residents. It's phenomenal. We're very blessed as an organization to have her as a part of our journey.
That's a ringing endorsement right there. I sent her the chat because before my shows, I like to either have a moment of silence for our brothers and sisters that didn't make it back,
Mhm.
either from overseas or the demons in their head, or have somebody sing the national anthem. And as soon as I said that, she jumped on that. So she's going to find somebody to sing. Someone lives in the village there with a decent voice that can sing. And so I sent her a text if she found anybody. She never did text me back yet, but I'm pretty sure, okay, given her track record so far, she can handle it. All right.
Mhm.
So looks like we're going to have somebody there to sing the national anthem, and that's just going to be off the freaking charts.
That will be
man.
cool.
I mean, if you go to football games and somebody's belling out the national anthem, then you go to a comedy show, okay, and a veterans comedy show, where you got Old Glory flying out there. Tell me that ain't live. Tell me that is not something to get, all boo chewed up over, huh? Yeah.
Well, hey, that definitely gets you in the mood, brother. You know what's
Yes, it is.
crazy is that this is just me bearing my soul here. There are not many times that I always have an emotional response, but after all the things that have happened in life and the flag, and that I think is what 3 minutes and 45 seconds, whatever it is to take to actually sing the song. I go through every range of emotion in that song, and like you're saying, when it's there. You're in that close-knit community. You have a bunch of patriots around you, a bunch of people that support and love you. You can't. That's the way you set the tone, brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
It is. I mean, I get fired up, man. I feel like I got a lot of different emotions when I listen to music. Music is a great way also to get emotions out. And when I really want to get something done and get pumped up, I put in Metallica. I love Metallica. That's my favorite band, right? And they just get me pumped up. Well, there's certain parts of that national anthem. I just get all pumped up. I can get ready to go back into the cage. I'm working out, getting ready to go.
Get
got my
all
neck
fired
popping,
up.
Right? I remember one time I was at one of my son's football games, and this younger person didn't stand up. Everybody stood up. And the whole time I was staring at this person thinking a couple things. If I break their leg, they can still work. Okay. They can haul around. If I break their arm, they can still type on a keyboard with one hand. I was thinking that. I didn't do any of that, but I was thinking it because to me, that's a big thing. And even before I went to the Marine Corps, my redneck uncles took their damn hats off. They stood up, took their hats off. And they look at you if you didn't get up.
Yeah.
Okay. And these are men. I mean, he wasn't punks either.
And somebody won't be saying something to you.
Yeah. And so, and I was taught respect then. And I was always taught even if you didn't like your president, you need to respect the office of the presidency. And I think all veterans do. It's no secret. I am not a Joe Biden fan. But if Joe Biden was standing in front of me, I'd shake his hand and say, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
That's all I'm trying to do. I don't have to do anything else. And I know you would. I know you would. Much as we don't like him. The office of the presidency to me is sacred.
Yep. As the old boy said, you're not saluting the individual, you're saluting the rank.
Right. So to bring that around,
the rank.
When I'm telling these jokes, I'm not picking on one person. I'm picking on the situation. Except Charlie Sheen. I will call out Charlie Sheen. Saturday, you're going to hear a Charlie Sheen.
Hey, Charlie Sheen.
There you go.
And one of my jokes. I do Cosby. I can do some Cosby on here. You know Cosby likes pudding?
Putting a lot of things where they shouldn't be.
Putting his dick where it don't belong. Yeah. Yeah. Got that. Boy, honey, I'm tired. So you get that Cosby feeling? Oh, what do you know about Cosby?
Lord.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. So, we had a question. Man, on here a while ago. Let me see if I find it right here. It says, Dean Cerny is our old buddy on here. He says, do you have anyone in Ohio?
Dean, brother, currently we have 49 tiny houses in Kansas City, Missouri. We're at 89th and Truce. We have 20 houses, a 50-house project in St. Louis, Missouri. That's at $15 grand. And then we have 26 tiny houses in Longmont, Colorado. Oh, I think that one is over at like 56 and Meadowbrook Drive.
The fact he can remember these addresses is incredible.
Well, it's beautiful because it also makes me like I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell, I can't remember my own address.
And then we have our Sioux Falls Village there, and that's actually off 8th and Willow. So if you're familiar with that area, it's the Alliance area. And we have property over in Milwaukee, over on the north side, and then we have a project and property acquired down in Arizona. Those projects, the Arizona and Milwaukee projects, are kind of the slow roll now. We're currently housing across the other sites, and having those projects come to fruition and building them out. We're looking at completing 2 of those projects, hopefully within the next 10 to 12 months at the longest, and kind of have them all of those villages up and running and be taking care of our brothers and sisters in all those locations, and continues to spread this mission across the country.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
awesome.
It's
That is nice.
if you can have your hat up, if you
Yeah,
can.
that's about. If you don't want to stand and take your hat off the national anthem, I'll help you.
Yeah.
You can call upon me. Yeah, that's all. He said that's awesome. I know. I've talked to several people all over and around about Veterans Community Project,
Mhm.
and some of them know who you are. Not
Mhm.
just, I mean, not just you, but some of them know what the project
Yes,
is.
the organization.
Yeah,
Yes.
some of them don't know, and they're ashamed that they don't know because they want to help in some capacity. And I was doing that because I was doing a little research one time about how people feel about veterans in this country. You know, some
Yeah.
people think that don't care about us. Some people, a lot of people do actually love us and care about veterans. Okay, want to help us out, and some don't. And I noticed that people in Kansas, for example, talk about the Kansas City, but they want something like a Wichita and down around, down in the south, the southern part of Kansas. And so they were supposed to get a hold of you, but they got a lot of people come in and they listen about the Veterans Community Project. And so I just want to let you know the name Veterans Community Project is known.
Good.
And Santa Caligon days is how I figured it out back in 2017. Okay. And that's how I got on. They had a tiny home on a trailer, and I went through this damn thing. And this thing was beautiful.
They are amazing.
And so the way it was laid out was absolutely awesome. And so that being said, the reason I brought up that because a lot of places you go to now that used to offer veterans discounts don't offer them no more on certain things. Like my wife and I went into Lowe's the other day. It's time for my wife to get a new dishwasher, a real dishwasher.
Right. A real dishwasher. Okay, yeah.
A real one.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you don't get yourself hurt now.
You're going to give me a
Yeah.
a real dishwasher.
Oh,
The
you about
kind
to-
that goes under the
Yeah,
countertop.
yes. Kind that I got installed.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
There you
yeah.
go.
Okay. So my wife, who's redheaded, okay, and she put us lost up. Then there's a point where she'll blow, and I seen puffs of smoke come out her ears because this lady said, "Well, you guys gonna have to get a credit card." I said, "Oh no, ma'am, I'm rich. I got money." My wife said, "We'll let her know that I don't want a credit card." I said, "Well, I will require my veterans discount." She said, "Well, we don't do a veterans discount here." I said, "Since when?"
Yeah.
Since 3 years ago. I said, "Ma'am, I was just in here the other day, built a deck. And I didn't get no veteran discount." She goes, "No." I said, "Why not?" She goes, "Well, we don't get veteran discounts anymore on electrical, appliances, and lumber."
And it was at Lowe's, you said?
Yeah, Lowe's and Chillicothe, which is Lowe's and St. Joe are the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
they're all
thinking-
the same.
I'm thinking, so no discount. So, well, you can get discount on like glue. How often do I need fucking glue?
Yeah.
And how high is glue? I need a discount on glue, but they never told us that. Because I was operating the same way. So I go to McDonald's and they said, "Well, we don't do it this McDonald's. The other McDonald's may." And some of your Subways now, some of them do, some of them don't. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this?
Do you know why that is?
Well, I figured out kind of why. Here's my theory on it. I'll let you get
I
yours
want to
too.
hear your theory, brother. I'm looking forward to this one.
Well, my theory for the Lowe's part is
Okay.
those items cost so much money. Okay. It costs them a lot of money to buy it. They can't afford to discount because they're cutting into what they make. They're going to make X. Okay. They're going to make, these greedy people are going to make their money. If they got to lay off people to make up the difference, right, or cut out veteran discounts to make the difference because everything is going up, the economy's going up, and they can't afford to buy it. That, to me, that's why they had to stop it. I could be wrong.
No, that's a part of it. That's a part of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and from veterans organizations, and we're seeing this now. Everybody loves the warrior when the enemy's at the gate.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So while we're still in skirmishes across the nation, right? That's a given. We are still actively deploying. We're still doing things as a nation. The average American does not understand that it is not that concept of the global war on terror. Because I look at my own journey, and like I remember legitimately becoming a service member, like put you on specifically in early 2000s, to put you on a rock star stage. Like you would get this. I traveled the globe on my CAT card, right?
Right.
I did everything on a CAT card. Now I have because I tried to travel, and they're like, "Well, you need a passport." I was like, "I never had a passport in my entire life," because for the first 20 years of this century, America's really the wars we were engaged in. We were kicking ass, taking names across the globe, right? And then everybody was like, they always took care of us. Now we're not in an active conflict. We're still in active conflicts, but not on that scale.
Mhm.
So why you get that discount? And to all the aspects you're saying there, because they lost money during that. There's a lot of money that can be made in that area. It's even to the aspect of now veterans nonprofits. I want to say 56 to 70,000 veterans nonprofits were started over a time frame of global war on terror. and everybody wanted to support it. But then now it goes both ways. We all have to be providing a service, taking care of each other, right? Take care of business. But also, it's really harder. It's also harder as a veteran nonprofit at this time now to go out and do the things that we do because of all that I'm saying there.
Right.
It's something that we deal. And it's not just Veterans Community Project, VFW, the Legion, all these organizations.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Exact same.
Well, I know. As far as we go, we're a 503. Comedy Vets is a 503. Jeff Onyx, our founder's got all that set up. Well, now it's getting to the point where Jeff wants to get rid of 503. Okay, it's simpler, according to him and his numbers, to pay taxes on the money, and then you can charge X the donation, right?
Right.
And so now he hasn't gave it up yet, but I know a lot of businesses like our parent company, Warrior Outdoors, is defunct. We lost our charter. We the last Tuesday in November, we are done on this radio show. I'm coming back in Comedy Vets form, okay? Because Comedy Vets not done. But one of the things they did, they lost their 513. They gave it up.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's just hard. The money's not coming in the way it needs to be, and if you have to give X amount of money here, you can't run your organization unless you got somebody with deep pockets. Right now, Jeff and I fund everything out of our pockets. Okay, our donations, we love donations, and they're great. They help out a tremendous amount when we get them. Okay, so that's why he's constantly trying to raise money in 503, but it's getting where you just can't do it no more. And here's another thing Dean said too. Dean paid $1,700 for his dishwasher. Okay, I didn't. Where he lives and where I live, the money's different because my dishwasher cost me $300 online. Okay, just send it to it. It's already in fact. Matter of fact, I got to pick it up tomorrow. Yeah. Let me know. Yeah. And so, and I got a man. Mine wasn't cheap dishwasher, but it wasn't expensive one either. And so the prices where you live are crazy. California, cost of living out there is off the freaking charts, right? And here in Missouri where we live. So but the veterans discounts, I noticed they're wanting to move, and I didn't know there was a law for this, but they're wanting to move the senior citizen discount from 60. It's 62 in it?
I think it's anything over 55.
Okay. Well,
yeah, over 55.
They want to make it in the 60s.
60s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere like 62, 63 years old before you get a senior citizen discount. And I'm thinking, so you mean to tell me that the senior's coffee is robbing everybody? How much more money you want to make off that damn coffee?
Cup of coffee. I mean, come on.
I know you get more than that.
Right. Yeah.
Christ. When I had Bell's palsy, for example, okay, the first time I had it back in 2018, they gave me this eye patch. And it looked like you could strain water through the damn thing. It looked like you're part of a spaghetti strainer. Okay. Yeah. Right. And I went to put it on there and said, hey, wait a minute. How the hell did I put this thing on? Like, you need to stop on your way home. Okay. Drive through all that traffic, stop on your way home and get some string to put in it. I said, You mean tell me you ain't got rubber bands? They're like, no, we're cutting back. I said, VA's cutting back on string? That's going to save y'all money? Really?
Yeah.
That's what's going to do it? Like, the nurse station's got some rubber bands. Well, I'd appreciate something.
Yeah.
I mean, it already ain't worth a shit anyway. It's got holes all in it. I mean, come on. I couldn't blink my eye, and I was hoping you look like a white man. I mean, come on, man.
Come on,
geez. But they were cutting back on string.
Okay. Yeah. Don't get me started on the VA.
Yeah. Well, they made me diabetic. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you guys? I had a question for you. I remember now. I was told to ask you. A guy named Leroy. He's out of Chillicothe, Missouri. Wanted me to ask next time you guys come on, and I think he's watching. I think I've seen his name pop up. He wants to know what kind of HAVMAX system do you guys put in your little homes? Is it propane? Is it electric? Is it wood? Or could that have it? Whatever.
The HVAC systems?
Yes.
So we use mini splits, electric mini splits. All the houses are all electrical.
Okay.
So everything in there, we don't do any natural gas. It was easier to just kind of run out that way. So our range,
right,
he's powered off that, and then we have I want to say the Kansas City Village. They were all Honeywell donated Mitsubishi mini splits in the very beginning of the Kansas City project. And then we kind of do that around there.
Those mini splits work good.
Those mini splits work really good.
Oh yeah.
The biggest thing that we've had with those mini splits is just proper maintenance and individuals learning how to use them in the correct manner.
Mm-hmm.
But over than that, they are really really low maintenance. They heat and cool the entire unit for very relatively low money a month, so it works out well.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a lot of square footage to heat or cool down. They're well insulated, so a little mini split unit but can actually probably freeze you out or run you out with heat in the wintertime. In all reality,
it does. They get pretty warm in there. You start to see sweat coming off the walls. It's like, hey, turn it down a little bit.
That's efficient, man. When we were doing, when I started construction a long time ago, I started out doing insulation because I could rub it on me and not scratch. So I was one of the guys who got to go in and put it on there because
use one of the goodies. Yeah.
It didn't bother me. So I put them on there. And the guy was telling me, the boss was teaching me how to do it. He goes, listen, I'm showing you how to do this a certain way because the goal is to heat your room with a candle. I'm thinking this old man's out of his ever loving. As I learned in advance and then got smart and a genius in the construction area, that's exactly the goal you want. And there's things that make you do that, So these things, in Santa Caligon days, the gentleman that was showing it to me, he said the very same terminology. He said, you can heat these with a candle. And I kind of had a flashback when I first started years ago doing insulation. That was cool. Heating with candle. That's efficiency.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's efficiency. We hear, blown insulation, sulfur insulation. We got R19. We got all these great insulations. I don't care what you use. If you can heat it with a candle, it's right.
There's another one that we are advocating for in our Longmont project, and that is hemp insulation. Hey, brother, it's the times are changing, and veterans are going to be a part of that change, brother. I want to be able to get over there and advocate for it. I want to be able to show all the positives, taking some of that, and the fact that we have connectivity with the hemp company of Colorado. There is we're connecting with them. Mm-hmm. They wanted to kind of proof of concept it with us. It's game, and it never hurts to give it a whirl, right?
No. And I got people hear the word hemp, and they first of all they shut down, going negative. Well, let me tell you a little secret. My ancestors used hemp for everything.
Oh, you made rope out of hemp.
Made rope, made clothes.
USS Constitution had over 13,000 tons of it on there. It was like it was a part of the founding fathers. This nation was built on hemp.
Just saying.
Yes, it was.
Just saying. Just saying. They make that into a paste. They can make that to a paste, and then some of the horses, they can patch wounds on horses with some of that stuff. I mean, the Native Americans had it down to a science. Of course, they smoked it. I mean, it'd be foolish not to. If it's there, do it.
Hey, you got to use the whole plant, brother. You can't hate on one part.
No wastefulness. Yeah. The white man wastes stuff. Natives did.
Use the whole plant, brother.
Yeah. Pretty soon you got butter on your toast, like, damn, I'm hungry. You eat? I don't know what that is.
That's good.
Hey, I love that comment that came with the house burned down. Hey, you be in a good mood, you be warm, and you be happy.
Hey, put a whole new meaning to the term "up in smoke." Cheech and Chong.
So you see him standing out there in the fire department. Goes, you know what? I don't care about your new shoes.
It's something that
shoes later.
Oh, look, a rainbow.
Just to understand what it looks like, and give it a whirl along my project with a couple of the houses, and not make it a standard. Just understand what the pros and cons are looking like, because as cannabis and the hemp industry is moving towards federal legalization and the process of it, there's an entire industry behind it. Hempcrete and the hemp insulation actually just made it into the latest IRC codes. So it's a standard now. So people should learn to build with it. So might as well get in the game at the right time.
If the people was able to convert hemp into gasoline, there'd be a lot of people driving everywhere.
Yeah.
They drive around their yard, check the mailbox. They back up, check them out, pull forward again. There'd be a lot of driving on purpose. Okay? The smell coming off that gas would be.
Yeah.
You got something with your exhaust. Let me look at it for you. No, it's good. Get what you do. Get the hell up.
That's a good one.
Yeah, guys, we're here with Vincent Morales, a good friend of ours, man, a good friend of the show. He come on. We were talking earlier, and I thought he wasn't coming on. Then he was coming on. I'm thinking, all right, well, cool. Hang on, let me get this. Shut up. Let me get this on there. Yeah. But anyway, he's a good friend of ours. I want to talk about the show coming up. For those of you who missed it, September 7th, 6 p.m., Kansas City, Missouri, down on Truce. Guys, first time ever, Comedy Vets is going in there to perform. Right? Your headliner is your boy right here. I'm going to set him up, make him laugh. My friend's coming with me. Quite simple. You got Richard Montano, the godfather of comedy. This guy's a Mexican with an Italian name. What more about comedy? Can you
Yeah,
laugh
there
about
you
that?
go.
Right? Great dude and funny man. Okay. We got a replacement. Jeff Onyx can't come. Jeff Onyx, stupid ass, triple booked himself. Okay.
Oh, surely not.
One of them's a doctor's visit. So he better get to that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So in his replacement, I got a non-veteran named Dan Swinks. Dan Swinks out of Topeka, Kansas. Great guy coming down. Non-veteran, but he's a funny man. And then I got our old, long ago MC, Army veteran Richard White. He's coming. Not Richard White, excuse me, James White. He's coming. He does a lot of different characters. Fabulous MC. He keeps everything lined up, keeps where we're going, reminds you to make a donation, reminds you maybe he wants some merch, go get some merch. He'll tell some jokes himself. A lot of his are weed based because he's an advocate for cannabis. So a lot of his does weed and other jokes, and he just transitions it so smooth, guys. So come on and watch the show. You heard the man. First time a comedy club has been in here.
That's going to be great.
At this location. Yeah. You guys at the tiny homes of Kansas City, these are all veterans. These are our brothers and our sisters. Okay. I'm assuming there's going to be some sisters there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Some of my brothers and sisters are going to come there, make them laugh. They've already got a hard enough time now trying to transition and get back going, get their lives back in order. We're going to help them. When we leave, I can make you all a promise and a guarantee. When Comedy Vets leaves, people are going to be laughing. They're going to be happy, and you're going to want us back in there. That is my goal. That is one we're going to meet. I want you guys to bring us back, open to the public, bring their friends and their family in there. They're going to laugh. I guarantee you, Jeff Onyx will mow all your yards. Okay, Jeff Onyx will mow all your yards. See, I've already got you two, so that's two.
Yeah, right. Hey, we got a whole village that can be mowed. Nobody laughs, and you got to mow the whole village.
Yeah, that's Jeff Onyx. He's mowing the whole village.
The whole village.
He likes to mow. Dumbasses. Somebody had to laugh. Yeah, I can just see him right there. So that's going to happen, guys. Also, real quick, on that same day, and they do this to me every year, our Cameron, Missouri has a 5th annual Out of the Darkness Walk, okay, sponsored by American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. These folks do a lot of work, whether you're a veteran or not, to get rid of this damn suicide. Suicide in this country is a real pandemic. Okay, forget COVID. The suicide numbers, COVID numbers went down. These numbers have not gone down. These numbers have went up. Especially amongst us veterans. It's Saturday, and it's at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Dave Goodwin Memorial Field. Registration is free. They got live music, vendors, food trucks, cornhole. That's funny word. Cornhole. and much more.
Cornhole.
Yeah, cornhole.
Cornhole.
Yeah, you guys bring cornhole down at the cornhole contest, huh? For more information, or if you want to volunteer, please contact Crystal Youngs or Tristan Eldridge. You guys know who they are. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention leads the fight against suicide. We save lives and we bring hope to those affected by suicide. They work for the families afterwards, too, which is just as important. And we have a lady that comes on here all the time. And in fact, I'm going to call her up again. Her name's Tracy, okay? And she's Hope. And after suicide loss, that's her organization, Hope. It's she does everything online, okay? And we're going to get her back on again. She works with the families after the suicide to let them know, sorry about your pain. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to help you. Let's talk.
It's survivors help.
Yes.
And that is very important.
It's very important. If it happens, then you're going to need her.
Yeah.
Where we come in, we don't want it to happen. We're going to try not to let it happen. But if it does happen, that's where she comes in. And she does a great job. She's a guest on here. She watches the show periodically, Tracy. Your work is phenomenal. What you do. Thank you very much.
It's very great.
Vincent, what you guys do is very important. You're like I said coming on the air today, you're second in command. Is that correct in the Kansas City, Christopher?
No, not at all. I'm not second in command. I'm one of the co-founders of the organization. So myself, 3 other gentlemen, we're all co-founders of the organization.
Okay. Oh, that's better than being in charge. You're a co-founder.
Yeah.
I'm one of the founders of the organization.
You're a founder.
Yeah, and now I help out. I help train the services teams.
Excellent.
All the services that are delivered to all of our satellite sites and our sites that come out there and train individuals and kind of get in there. And where the rubber meets the road, I'm kind of boots on the ground in that aspect.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, are you guys? I read somewhere maybe you guys are trying to put a team in there of veterans who trains service dogs to go in and like help the police or fine people or something. Is that accurate or?
So, not to my knowledge, it isn't. Now that we were working with Kansas City KCPD, SWAT, and kind of some other the Corps of Engineers and the United States military in certain capacity to actually conduct some training with them, but that never came to fruition, to my knowledge.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're clear about it. It was something that might have happened or could have happened. You know, should have happened.
We would have loved that to happen. So the conversation was with SWAT at the time, and just kind of we had some space available, and we wanted to see what that looked like. Because obviously, being in the nature of being veterans, brother, you know, it's all family. Yeah. So plus, like, it's cool to watch other guys do stuff we used to do. I can't do that stuff no more, but I watch them in their rooms, and I'm like, yes, that's so fun.
Get some. Yeah.
I'm broke dick now, but it's okay. It happens.
Yeah. I understand. Bought me new trucks, and I had to go back in construction part time to pay for the son of a bitch because I hate having payments. I went 52 years of my life never paying for a vehicle. I just go get the money out of the safe and whatever and pay for it.
Yep.
Now, certain things we won't talk about, but the economy being one of them, I had to go freaking buy one. I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I recommend any of you guys out there read that book. If you don't know what it is, check it out. Yeah, they pimp out real estate a lot because real estate's the fastest way to make money. Land it's ignorant to price of stuff that goes on land and houses and buildings and stuff. But in there, you talk about not having payments because you're relying on a check. What if that check ain't there? And then you can't make that payment. And then the credit guy, the credit gives you a bad name. And then you're 7 years trying to undo the bad credit. Meanwhile, you got payment stacking up. And so they want you to be self-reliant and have a lot of self-worth and take care of that. But go check out the book. You'll be very pleased with it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All right. Vincent Morales with us here. We're going to cut off from you for just a second. And we're going to get into our funny memes and stuff like that. But first, I got a what is it?
What is it?
Now, us older guys might recognize this girl. Okay. But Dean, watch how fast Dean gets this. All right, here we go. Who is she? Okay. Go back.
Nope. You got me on that one, brother.
No.
You don't know?
I know.
Well, I know you know.
I know.
This man guessed. What was that one the other day?
Oh, James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. He looked like Muhammad Ali, right? But
Heather O'Rourke Poltergeist. I got nothing. I had no idea.
That's exactly who it is.
That's who that is.
Kellyanne. Yeah. Heather O'Rourke. That's exactly who.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Poltergeist.
Both of you guys.
They're here.
Both of you, Dean and Miss Reed.
Yeah.
You both get 100 entries into the mystery box.
Yay, you two. Congratulations.
And I know BJ's on here. There she is. We're trying to hose her now. She's got mystery coming. All right, guys. And so those you don't know, I give away a mystery box every November around Veterans Day weekend. Well, it'll be on our show, actually. I'm going to go live, and we're going to give the box away to a lucky winner. This is the last box from the WO Radio Show ever. So treasure it. It's got some things in it, and it's filling up every day. And if you guys are out there right now, you want to donate something to the mystery box, contact me. I'll give you my address. You can send it to me. I'll put it in the mystery box. And if that's, I don't care what it is. It could be swag. It could be crayons or pencils. I really don't care. It could be deodorant. I don't care. Yeah. But whatever you want to put in there, get a hold of me and put that on there. That is correct, guys. Oh, and Happy Days. Yes. That's true. She also was Happy Days. I got a granddaughter that looks kind of like her, and she acts like she's going to jail. So I'm thinking, a little photograph. All right, here we go. Some of our memes. I don't apologize for none of these either. Never blame others for the road you're on. It's your own asphalt. See a play on words there?
Yeah, I like that.
If somebody's offended by that, that's their own problem.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go. When the world wasn't so soft. From a time when the world wasn't so damn soft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love it.
1, 2, 3 kids on there.
That's right. Those ATC.
The wife said there's more than that. If you look at this kid right here.
There's one there.
And it looks like there's another body back there.
Yeah, 2, 3. There's 3 kids on that.
Yeah.
4. Dad's got one on his lap. Dad's got one on his lap. They 4 kids on that bad boy, and he popping wheelies with it.
And I bet you none of them got hurt. They're probably all bankers.
Yeah, probably are. Yeah.
We might be old, but we had great hair, listened to cool music, and drove the best cars.
I know that's right.
say something.
Yeah. Just come back with something.
Yeah.
Not.
Here we go. This is fun. This is true. Muddy when wet.
You think?
Dusty when dry too.
Yeah.
I live by a rock quarry. Let's have a conversation about the dust.
Yeah.
My new truck was blue. Now when I go home, it's gray. Redneck tent. 2 trucks backed up with a tarp strap. I'm in.
But that's not just
Definitely.
redneck now. That's
That
not redneck.
will work.
That looks like a veteran ingenuity is what that looks like.
That's it. You know how many times we've done stuff like that?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Kid you not?
So one of the craziest things about joining the military, you know, you come different walks of life. I come from the hood, and I do shit like that. I meet all the other white boys in there. They do shit like that, and then when we come together, it's all military shit.
Yeah.
Everybody does it. All those things, it's all military shit.
Yeah. Even Navy's got to have a multicolored one, but hey,
Yeah, you know what?
Whatever.
It doesn't mean you're like, oh, it's all hood. It's all hood.
I told my wife, I said, "Oh, I do that. Let's try that shit.
Hell yeah,
Let's try that.
that's a
shit."
good time. That's a good time.
Yeah.
She said, "What would temperature be like in there? Who cares?
Who cares?
It's fun."
We got a temperature. It's all that matters.
Today's kids need more chores instead of looking at their phones.
God, no, that's right.
My grandkids, I try to get them out every time they come over because that's getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next time you decide to cut in front of an 80,000-pound semi, remember this once was a 4-door Chevy pickup. This looks like Optimus Prime is having sex or something.
Yeah. Very vulgar. Sex.
Very violently. Yeah,
Yes.
Very violent. If I had one of these, I'd write it to this day.
Oh, don't you know? Don't you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Turning my seat and I bent it like that. So I grabbed my friends. It was cool.
I went and got a bike that got thrown away because it was all trash and got the other forks off of it and took it to the local welding shop guy and he welded them together and I went back, stuck it on mine and put the wheel on. Yeah, I had me a chopper bike.
Yeah.
Not as tall as that one, but I had one like
It's
it.
funny. All the kids are like, I wouldn't write
Yeah.
that. Then next thing you know, hey, let me write it. No,
Let me try that. Yeah, no, you
No.
didn't want nothing to do with
Yeah.
it. Go away.
Go over and suck your thumb.
Yeah.
Shut your pie hole. What's that you say, Vince? Oh, shut your soup cooler.
Yeah, soup cooler. Yeah.
I didn't know Studebaker made a truck. First
Yes,
of all.
they did.
Ain't that sweet?
Yeah.
I didn't either, but you know what? I'd own that damn thing.
You know what?
Beautiful.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. Now, if you're offended, you might want to look away for a minute. This is what you look like when you have a black belt being offended.
I mean,
It's not far off.
that actually looks like my last week in Colorado. That actually, you know what? I love Colorado, but it's just I'm more of a Missouri boy.
Yes. This one here, this next one came from Dean Cerny. Dean's a good guy. David Hassel's sloth. There's women watching right now. There's women watching right now with death threats right now.
Yes, right.
You asshole. Picking on sloth. You ever seen any women you think, man, she's got to look like her dad? Well, Danny Trejo tried on a wig. And this was Danny Trejo.
You know what's funny about that?
You look
My
like your
daughter
dad.
sends that meme to me, brother, because my daughter looks just like me. That's what she says.
Oh.
That's my meme. My daughter's like, I look like you, Dad, if I had hair. I'm like, no.
No, you got smooth skin and you smell better.
I said, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, child?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Time for videos.
Where the hell you going? I'm 17. That's where the hell I'm going. I'm a man. I don't need you anymore, Dad. I mean, Ken. So why don't you take a good look at that, old man? Because that's all you're going to be seeing of me for a while. 9 hours later. Daddy! My key doesn't work in the door anymore. I have laundry. Laundry? Here's some soap. Find a
Dude, get a rock in a river. Now,
I love it.
I know that's off a TV show, but that's funny. Man.
That's great.
I was waiting on my two sons to say something like that. I'm leaving.
Well, here, let me help you.
Here's some money on you for your trip.
There you go.
Sweetheart, pack a bag. We're going on vacation.
Change the locks.
Yeah, threaten me with a good time. Shit. All right, here we go.
Swamp people, that is my shit. Oh my God. If you have not seen this shit, you have not lived yet. This is some beautiful shit. Every episode start with a man in a boat going nowhere fast as shit. He just and he's saying some shit you can't fucking understand. And then you accidentally understand some of the shit, and it scares the shit out of you. He just, we got to go out there and get him, boy. We got to go out there and get him, boy. We don't go out there and get him, he ain't gonna get himself. No, I guess he ain't gonna get himself. I guess that.
Cat Williams, man. That dude. I love him.
He's something else.
Yeah, he is.
We can go out and eat Saturday. If that's what you want to do, yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm not doing none of this.
Where do you want to eat at? You want to go to your favorite restaurant? Are you? That sounds good.
Where you going to eat at?
I really enjoy that one too.
Don't shush me.
He shushed her.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good restaurant.
Georgia, who the hell are you talking to?
Oh yeah, we can go out. Yeah, I understand if you want to go out and bomb. Yeah. Man, what the hell? What the hell was that for, woman?
Who you talking to?
Hold on, Mom.
Oh.
Talking to my mom. Man. My mom.
Oh, okay, I got it. Sorry, love you.
Yeah, I'm back. That sounds good, then. Bye. What'd you do that for, woman?
I thought you were going on a date with some woman. I didn't know it was your mom.
Yeah, I was on the phone with Mom.
I'm sorry, love you.
She already thought you were crazy. Now she's going to think you even crazier.
Hey, it's okay. Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
I reckon.
It's fine.
Them two got gazillion followers on TikTok. Them guys are just goofy. Let's do this now. I apologize for this next guy ahead of time. It's time for a little Diamond David again.
Welcome to Diamond Dave's Ninja School, home of the Judy Chop. Now what I'm doing today is I'm down here at my buddy Cold Beer Murphy's going to give you a demonstration on Diamond Dave's pot liquor trap, alrighty? It's got a sign what says free beer on her. Got a gouge hole right under it, and it comes with a gouge stick. That way when you get that pot liquor in there, you can go to gouging on him with a dadgum good gouging stick, alrighty? Just wait for that pot liquor to come along, and then the trap's set for him, alrighty? Hey, we got a pot liquor right there. It's coming through the trailer park. Come on over to the side. He's taking it back. Look at him. Okay. As you can see, he's totally enticed by the free beers, okay? Now as he goes in, you wait for him. Don't pull the rope too early. Go in. Come on, what are you doing? Pot liquor. Diamond Dave's Ninja pot liquor trap. Come on down. Shut up. I got you there red-handed. Pot liquor. Diamond Dave's Ninja School. Come on down. And don't be trying this at home on your kids or your dog.
You know, it'd be funny if it comes to the fact that he's a veteran. I'm gonna pass out in the floor.
Yeah,
he's down inbred. He's a little inbreeding going on in his family.
Yeah, somewhere.
Damn pot liquor.
Somebody got a little too close to the family tree somewhere along the line.
I promise you. All right, let me see what.
No, you know what I like was when you go into these places, right? Even when they're getting your money, like that's not enough for them. They want to suck like more information out of you. When I bought toiletries the other day, they asked me for like my phone number.
Yes.
Ringing it up. They go, "Can we have your phone number?" No. Well, sir, we're not going to do anything with it. Really? You're just collecting numbers just for the fuck of it, you idiot? No, you can't have my phone number. Then they get like all freaked out, right? Well, sir, I have to put something in. If I don't input something in, I can't get to the next. What do I do? Well, fucking lean on the keyboard, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you. Stick your finger on the one. There you go. That's my phone number. 15639. That's it. Live in area code 123. Very exclusive neighborhood. Oh, it's the worst.
And then this next one might be offensive. It's 4 minutes long, but he tells a story. And
I watched a transgender person lose their shit over absolutely nothing. This is my story. Yesterday, I called up an old veteran buddy of mine and my dad's, and I ain't seen him in a while, and I wanted to take him to dinner and just kind of catch up. So I called him up, asked him to supper. He said, yeah, and I met him down at the restaurant in the parking lot. We walked in together, went and sat down at the booth, and the waitress come up to us and said, hey, can I get y'all something to drink? He said, yes, ma'am, I believe I'm going to have a sweet tea. Zach, what are you going to have? Before I could answer, the waitress cut my buddy off and said, excuse me, but I don't really believe in genders. I actually identify as they, them. So whenever you address me, can you make sure that you address me as they, them? He goes, I don't care about that. Zach, you gonna have sweet tea? I said, yes, sir. He said, 2 sweet teas, please. They walk off, bring back the tea. When they set the teas down on the table, they say, just consider what I told you. This is a new day and time, and you really need to honor what people identify as. He goes, okay, I'll consider it. Well, me and him sitting there shooting shit, chewing the fat shit like that, and she comes back about 5 minutes later, says, can I get y'all something to eat? He said, yes, I'm gonna believe I'm gonna have the all-American cheeseburger. Zach, what you gonna have? I said, I'll have the same all-American cheeseburger, just add bacon to it. And they say, okay, well, have you considered what I told you about earlier? He said, I'm still considering, but I tell you what, before you run off, would you mind topping off this tea? Because he had drank about that much out of his glass. They ran, got him the tea, brought it back to the table. While we were waiting on our food, waitress passed on by again, stopped by the table and said, do you need any more explanation? Like, I would really like to talk about this some more, the way I can get you a full understanding of why I am the way I am. He said, no, I don't need any more explanation, but I tell you what I do need. I need you to top off this tea for me. This is some good tea right here. They take the tea, they go and top it off, they bring it back to the table. The food comes out, and we sitting there eating, and as we're eating, they come by and they say, hey, y'all need anything else? Y'all need ketchup or anything like that? And say, no, we're good. It's delicious. Thank you. And before they walk off from the table, they say, you sure you don't want to talk about this some more? I really feel like I can get through to you. He goes, no, I just want to eat my cheeseburger, but I tell you what I do need. I need you to top off this tea for me. I'm telling you, some of the best tea I've ever had. They go top off the tea and come back. Now, let's fast forward to when they bring the check. When they bring the check, they walk up to the table and they throw the check on the table. Okay? And they say, you're going to accept me for who I am. Okay, you have been dodging this situation since you walked in here. You are going to accept me for who I am. I am a person. You can't deny that. And you need to honor my wishes about who I identify as. And you need to address me as such. Well, my buddy takes his last bite of hamburger, wipes his mouth, looks up and says, let me explain something to you, the difference between me and you. Okay, I was going to tip you very well because you were a very good waiter. You really were. You were fantastic. My tea was always full. You checked on us throughout the entire meal and everything. But because of what you just did, you just explained something to me that I already knew about you. You being noticed and acknowledged is more important than you getting paid. Because now you get no tip. You see? Because you were rude to us right here at the end of our meal. And up until this point, you were a pretty good waiter. I didn't do anything bad towards you. I didn't address you. I just didn't address you as anything. But because I didn't adhere to your little agenda, you got mad. So now you've explained to me that it's way more important for you to be acknowledged than it is for you to be paid. And that's the difference between Republicans and Democrats. We want what's in the pocket. Y'all want some kind of recognition, and I'm not going to give it to you. We walk out of the door of the restaurant after that, and I looked at him and I said, man, well, like, how'd you know that was going to happen? And he looked at me and he said, Zach, I'm old, buddy, but I've learned a few things throughout the years. Most people, when they come at you, they just want a reaction. Because if they get a reaction out of you, it means they have power over you. If you give them no reaction, they have no power over you. And that drives people crazier than you can even imagine. Keep that in mind next time you're in a situation like this. So I learned something today. Not every action deserves an equal and opposite reaction. Sometimes you just got to kill them with kindness. That's some cool shit. And she lost her shit over absolutely nothing. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go back there today and get her fired because, you know, that's who I am as a person. Love y'all to death. Y'all enjoy. Shit.
The only thing I disagree about that is letting that shit go on. Because it also got another side of the coin. If you don't nip it in the ass now, they'll think you're an easy mark and they'll keep messing with you. Sometimes you just got to hit a man right in his lips to let him know, hey, I'm the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Wrong guy. You know, and you know, I tell my kids that that's being bullied, Dad. No, listen to what I'm telling you. If they're doing that to you, you need to put a stop to it, or they're going to keep doing it, then your life's going to be miserable. I'm not telling you to be a bully. I don't like bullies. So anyway, that was y'all's memes for today. We'll go back and get some of these comments here. It said, those Honda ATCs were badass. They've worth a fortune today. They are. I've seen a guy sell a 3-wheeler one time for as much as I bought my 4-wheeler for.
Yeah.
And this thing was like 89, 88, somewhere in there. It was crazy. But I rode one and I wrecked it. You know, I'm stupid. Didn't know how to turn it.
Rode it till it rode you.
Well, I learned how to turn it real quick. The first time I wrecked, I'm like, okay, slide that ass in around. That's yeah. That's a deer camp. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Redneck A-hole in the house. There you go. Welcome, brother. That's my brother, Redneck A-hole. I know a fellow that has a Studebaker truck. Okay, well, I didn't. I didn't even know they made a truck. So did I knew. Everything in California causes cancer and retardation. Well, some people come out of California. I can't really dispute that. That's it. Hey, you guys. Instead of calling David an idiot. Yeah. He's laughing. Shoot him. Shoot him. Yeah, that's what they do on the swamp people. Good old JJ Sacias. Damn pot lickers. His family tree's a damn telephone pole. He's definitely a veteran. No, let him get worked up. The loudest person in the room is never the most dangerous person in the room. True. True. Absolutely, brother. All right, now we're going to go over here and we're going to do our On This Day.
On this day, yes.
These are pretty educational. Although some of you guys on here are geniuses. You don't need this, but there's guys on here like me that are stupid and didn't know what today was. Okay. So let me go back here and then add it to the screen. Add to the screen. There you go. How about that, huh? All right. On this day in history, in 1783, Treaty of Paris was signed. 1783. You remember that, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do. Very, very well.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. 1777, the Stars and Stripes flies in battle for the first time. 1943, Allies invaded Italian mainland. 1914, Pope Benedict XV named to the papacy. 1919, Wilson embarks on a tour to promote League of Nations.
Yes, got the United Nations started. Oh, jeez. He should have stayed home.
That's one of the biggest
jokes.
Yeah. Anyway, 2004, Russian school siege ends in bloodbath. Russian. I thought they were going to talk about the Texas thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to talk about there for a minute.
Yeah. 1939, Britain and France declared war on Germany. Wow. Wasn't much happened this day.
No.
September 3rd, usually pretty quiet.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, that's it, guys. That's on this day in history. And we report, you decide what you believe in, or what, you tell us. Well, we must have lost Vincent.
Must have lost him.
Must have lost Vincent. Okay. Let me go.
Sorry, Vincent. We lost you.
Yeah, I lost you, brother. I don't know what happened.
We didn't aim to.
I don't see him on here.
We didn't aim to lose you.
Oh, there he is. No, he didn't leave me no message.
Nope. Okay. Poof. Gone.
Oh, he just did there. What did he say? I got kicked out of and try and get back in.
Ah.
Okay.
Got kicked out.
Oh, anyway, he's gonna do that. We're gonna go here. get me missing persons.
Missing persons.
And today,
Okay.
usually I pick one ahead of time, but today I'm just going to go randomly slot. Boom. There's one right here. We'll just pick.
Okay, there we go.
All right, let me go back out here and we'll just go back up here and add it to the screen. Guys, we take these very seriously, these missing persons. And we're going to read them. We're going to tell you about them, and I hope you can get them. Somebody can find them, and help them, because the parents and the family sure would love to find them. Okay. This lady's name is Amber Cates. Amber Elizabeth Cates. Here is her photo. She got quite a few photos up and down, so I don't know. She's accustomed to having multiple hair colors, looks like.
Yeah, looks like it.
Multiple styles. There's an age-enhanced photo to age 22. Here we go. A date of birth, February 3rd, 1988. Place of birth, Columbia, Tennessee. Hair, light brown, may have been dyed blonde, according to that, and you can see that in pictures. Eyes are green. Height, 5'5". Weight, 100 pounds. Sex, female. Race, she is white. Reward, there's a reward of $25,000 being offered for the relevant information leading to the recovery of Amber Cates and the prosecution of the person or persons responsible for the crime committed against Amber Gates. Amber Gates was last seen April 11th, 2004 in Columbia, Tennessee area. She was on her way to spend her spring break week with a relative, but had not been seen or heard from since that time of disappearance. It seems like a lot of these girls leave for spring break.
Leave for spring break, and then poof, they're gone.
Yeah, weirdos out there waiting for
Yeah.
spring break. If you have any information concerning this, please contact the local FBI office or the nearest American embassy or consulate, field office, Memphis, and of course, people, you can submit an anonymous tip online. One more time, take a look at her. I know a lot of these photos are grainy.
Mm-hmm.
That's not us. That's the way it is on there. So there you go. All right, guys, we're still waiting on our boy here to come back and finish out conversation with him, and we'll get to back when he comes up. We mentioned earlier, we have a show coming this Saturday with Vincent and the guys out there. He's going to be there to watch us and laugh. We also got a couple coming up October 11th. We're going to be at the VFW in Plattsburgh.
Okay.
We're going to be up there performing for them guys. And the next night, October 12th, we're going to be in Jamesport, Missouri. Kind of the same people involved in this deal. We have Richard Montano, with myself. We have Jay, he's MCing. But Pete Barlow from G.I. Lowe magazine. Oh. He's going to be performing those two shows with us. He's going to do the 11th and the 12th because he's going to be up in Missouri anyway. And so he's going to come and hang out with us, and we're going to get him on here before his show comes on, so he can talk about it and everything like that. So yeah, he's coming to perform with us. Commander was just a sergeant back then. Yeah, when they signed the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. It really was.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. All right. Let me go over here again and check my message and see where we're at with him. I'll send you a message here real quick. All right, guys, everybody, it's time for everybody to know that football is back.
Yes, it
If
is.
you're a football person, like I am excited about the goings-ons.
And there are going to be a lot of goings-ons.
And this year, first time ever, we have an opening Thursday night game. We're going to turn around and have an opening Friday night game. And then Sundays and Mondays. Sunday, Monday. So the NFL is really getting their money's worth out of all this stuff. Okay. They got Black Friday, the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
They got it. They got a game then. Christmas games, Thanksgiving days. I'm surprised they don't open up see if they have one on April Fool's Day.
Yeah,
You know, I'm surprised they ain't figured out how to have one on New Year's night every year or New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Every
Yeah.
night. Every night. You know, I'm surprised. I'm really shocked that they don't. You know, they
Give
got a
them
lot
time. Give them time.
They got overseas games this year out of the gate.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh, let me see, who is it? The Philadelphia Eagles and someone else are going to be playing in Brazil.
Brazil. I think they're going to Brazil.
Brazil's got games going on this year.
Yeah.
And so, we got quite a bit going on there.
Is anybody going back to Germany this year? Just, I was thinking there was, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs are going back. We're Chiefs. It's Chiefs country. For those who watch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going this year or not, but I know some other teams are going over there. So yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Great time to be had by all.
Germans are catching on to this football thing that we got going on over here. They're getting crazy about it now.
And they love it.
Yes.
And I don't blame them because I'm a football nerd myself. But okay. Well, we're waiting on Vince to come back, and he may or may not come back. If not, I'll talk to him later. We want to do something a little different. J-Dub's not coming in today, but I've been watching TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. And last week we talked about it, Dean Cerny and I made a comment here. They've been ranking the best guitar players, top 35, top 50 greatest guitar players, and the greatest male singers, female singers, country, rock. And I had a real problem with some of the lists.
Okay.
I know if first of all, if Mr. Vaughn ain't in the top 10 of guitar playing, it's a flawed list.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
The man can play. He learned from some of the greats. So what I want to do is I want to give something else away. I got over here waiting on Jay to come back to pick a name. So we already got that already saved up for everybody. But think about giving something else away. We're gonna do a bracket here, and we're gonna put in our top 24 best male singers, and next or then after this bracket, sometime we'll do the female singers, which is more argument over the female, I think, than there is the male.
Yeah,
male, I think it comes down to three great one. It comes down to who prefers what. Okay, so. And I got the graph right here, and we're gonna get it on next week. We're gonna make up the brackets. I want you all to think all week long who, your opinion, is the top 24 greatest male singers. Do we want to do different genres? Do we want to do rock and roll? Do we want to do country? Different brackets for those. Because some of those won't be a contest, some of them will. Doesn't make a difference to me. My Mount Rushmore, which is 4 of dead singers, are the greatest Mount Rushmore, mine anyway, to me, is I said, I don't know, last month I think it was, I'll say it again. I got Waylon on there.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
I have Johnny Cash.
Yes.
Okay. And then I have Kenny Rogers on mine.
Yes.
And then I have Conway Twitty on mine.
Okay.
And because Conway could sing, some of his music, the way he does is excellent. If he was Mexican, he'd be Senior Panty Dropper.
Somewhere in there, you got to stick Charlie Pride.
But so that's my 4. But we're going to incorporate all these into a bracket. Okay, Charlie Pride's in there. I mean, I can't play. I wish we could play some of the music on here, but Facebook or YouTube will.
Oh,
Facebook
YouTube. Come on, YouTube.
They won't let us go long on here. I don't know how all these other YouTube channels get away with that crap, but they hit Roy pretty hard and then kind of bled over into me a little bit. I protested, and I got about a 98% win rate.
Yeah, that's good.
Win rate.
That's good.
But they get me on a couple of them where they won't budge. Most of your music, once it comes on a platform, it's called public domain.
Yeah, it's usually free gratis.
Right.
Yeah.
And if I'm not making any money off it, which I'm not, then,
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, sometimes they'll give on it, sometimes they won't, but I got a pretty good rate on that. And so I'll go home and I'll make out my list. Well, I won't do a whole 24. I'll do about 12. Get a whole J-Dub to put in 12. You put in 12. And we'll knock them down again. And we'll all vote and see who the best singer.
Are we doing just country?
Well, see, I don't know. Whatever Dean and whoever's listening thinks we got 4 listeners on here right now.
We could
or more than that.
We could break it up and do country one week, and
Yeah.
then we could switch it up and do
Yeah.
R&B or
Well, if
you
we
know,
do
rock.
we do the females, I think we just ought to do all the females
Yeah, do them all. Just put them all in one pot and stir it up.
because you know you got people that swear Janis Joplin can
Oh
sing,
Lord, yes.
okay? And she's got that distinctive voice.
Yeah.
You got people that go deep in the archives, Aretha, you know, or there's a couple of them back in the day. Adele, but she's not dead, but we can put her on there. Adele, Alanis Morissette. I personally think there's two women that can't be beat. One of them is Whitney Houston.
Right.
Whitney
That'll
can
be a hard. Oh boy. Yeah.
And the one I think the only woman I think that can compare to her, I ain't got enough body of work, but I think compared to her is Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline.
Because she had that voice would go up. I mean, she can just do a wide range. But
I'd have to almost. Patsy Cline is really great, but I think if I was going to stack something to Whitney, it'd have to be Dolly Parton.
Well, again,
Yeah, see, there you go. That's just my opinion.
I couldn't argue.
Just
that
me.
because-
Just me. You know, they're all great. That's the thing. You know, it's hard to pick just one.
He said he's having problem getting.
Oh, I wonder why.
I'll be there. I was there. Now I'm not. I can't get it. It says technical error.
Ah.
All right, brother. Well, if you can hear us out there,
If you can hear us, you know.
Vincent, that's what we deal with sometimes out here, brother.
Yeah, well. You're not the first one, brother. Sorry about that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. So, where are we at here? It says, all right, BJ. It would be fun to do a different genre every week: rock, country, pop, soul, R&B. You could pit the males against the females in each genre. Oh, I don't know if I want to go male against female or not. 'Cause here's a debate me and my wife got into. Well, and it wasn't a bad debate. Who sings better, men or women? And I'm like, I don't know. Depending upon what mood you're in.
Yeah. Really?
I don't know. You know, like the band Heart, for example. You want to go bands or women or what? The female band Heart, one of the greatest bands ever.
Yeah.
Put them against Alabama, one of the greatest, probably the greatest band, country or not ever.
Then you got the Oak Ridge Boys. You got the Statler Brothers back when they paved the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On down.
Yeah.
You know.
So
then you got the Dixie Chicks till they got political and it ruined them and they all broke up and you know that kind of crap. You know.
Well, and that lady that used to sing for the Bengals a long time ago.
Oh.
Well, anyway, they could sing back in the day.
Yeah.
So there's some women that could just pull your freaking. I mean, like Patsy can hit it, but it would be fun and difficult genre. Oh, we already said that. I'm sorry, already hit that. Yeah, I don't know, man, because I mean Conway Twitty and Kenny Rogers. Okay, here's another debate: was Kenny Rogers good without Dolly? Without Sheen Easton? Yes, Kenny was in another other band. He was good. Did it improve his stance with Dolly and Sheena? Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
And he had other females.
I mean, he was a backup singer for the Fifth Dimension.
Yeah, and then then he took it over and then he went on his way.
There you are.
Okay, Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. Were they the greatest duel ever?
They were so good each other that for a long time they thought they were married.
Yeah, they assured everybody they weren't.
They weren't.
But were they the greatest duet?
Sometimes you just get that chemistry just mixes real well. You know what I'm saying?
It did.
It did.
You know, it really did. So listen. I don't know. It's something. I mean, there's a lot of rockin' duets out there. Islands in the Stream was a fantastic.
Oh boy, wasn't it ever?
You know? Well, how about this duo? This duo happened after the death. Keith Whitley was on my Mount Rushmore until Kenny Rogers died. Because Keith Whitley could sing. He had a voice back then. But Lori Morgan and him did a video. Him and Lori Morgan did a duet after he was already dead. Well, he's having problems getting in. He can't get in now. I don't know
what happened there, but big snafu here.
I'm just going to tell him I'll see him Saturday.
Well, then we had George Jones and Tammy Wynette.
Well, and we had quite a few. George.
Oh, yeah. Old Possum.
Yeah. So that's another one. Should we do the greatest duets?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It'd be fun.
It could be fun. So yeah, we'll have to get her started and figure out who's going to do it. The best duets were individuals who could stand alone and choose a team up to make the magic.
Yes.
And one voice didn't drown out the
other. Yeah.
You know,
they just blended really good.
I'll tell you a man who could sing real good and a couple good duets is Travis Tritt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Travis Tritt fan. Okay, I don't know how he can do some of the runs he does, but I mean those are God's gift.
Yeah,
he was blessed. Like the Williams family, they were blessed. I think George Jones and Conway Twitty should battle Loretta and Patsy. Yeah. The best duet. Oh, sure, I read that. Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna figure where we're at. But guys, Vincent Morales having technical troubles, so I just told him I'd see him on Saturday.
Yeah,
up there for the show. Vince, if you're watching, brother, we'll see you. You take care of yourself, man, and have a good time. The rest of us here, we're going to continue on with what we're doing here. I don't know who was trying to get a hold to me, but I don't care.
Get the hote.
Get the hote because I don't care.
We don't care if you get the hote.
Let me get out of that.
There you are.
So that being said, guys, we'll think about it. These are a lot of interesting questions, man. A lot of great questions on here. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to get after it or not going to get after it? All right, we're going to get off that now. Again, Vincent, that's Vincent Morales, Veterans Community Project. Man, what a great organization, great cause they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Those tiny houses are wonderful.
He's a co-founder. Yeah, he's a co-founder. He put his money where his mouth is, So anytime you have an opportunity, maybe donate or get some time, whatever, don't hesitate because whatever you do is going for a good cause. And they're good
That's
people.
right.
All right. Other topic we got today, and this came from Commander here, and he brought this back up. This time of year, right now, there's a huge, giant divide in our country, political divide in our country.
Oh, huge.
Okay.
Huge.
Now, I don't care. Right now, I don't care if you're Republican or if you're Democrat. But what's going on right now, what people are trying to do to somebody running for president is absolutely criminal. A lot of you know that one of the cases against Trump got threw out. It was unconstitutional, and they couldn't. The guy was handling it, wasn't supposed to be handling it or whatever. And part of the case, part of it had January 6th incident in it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, for all you that know, Trump had nothing to do with that. He's on video. There's video evidence of him telling people not to commit the crimes, not be stupid. You hear it just with your own ears, like I heard it. Apparently, they didn't get that part. Okay, but they threw this charge in on some other stuff, try to fluff it and pad it. Well, apparently, and I'm gonna turn over to Commander here. They're bringing it back against him again. I think they're too late. I think it's going to backfire again. But we're gonna let Commander say what he found out.
Okay, this is what I came across. They have a special counsel that is going to. They've reworked the indictment against Donald Trump for the January 6th case, so they're bringing that back. He's being reindicted for that. Okay, he's already been found guilty, but he received presidential immunity. He can't be, nothing can be done to him according to the Supreme Court. Well, now they're adding some other stuff to it, and they're going to re-indict him for the same thing again. And there's a lot of good arguments in this. So I just want to run through this real quick, and I'm just going to read this right straight to you the way it came across. And this is communications between both sides in their little squabble that they got going on. So here we go. All right. Special counsel Jack Smith on Tuesday filed a superseding indictment in the election interference case against former President Donald Trump, slimming down the allegations against a 2024 presidential nominee, light of the Supreme Court's immunity ruling on this. So prosecutors have not dropped any of the 4 charges that they initially brought against the former president. However, the newly reloaded indictment has carved out some of Trump's alleged conduct, including allegations about the attempts to use the Justice Department to promote his false claims of election fraud. Okay. Now, you can get that other related article on this from Justice Jackson's tells CBS she has concerned about Trump's immunity ruling. So she's got some concerns that he's really not able to receive any immunity in this. So it also adjusts how prosecutors describe the allegations they are continuing to bring about Trump's election on subversion schemes. Okay. The superseding indictment, which was presented to a new grand jury that had not previously heard evidence in the case, reflects the government's efforts to respect and implement the Supreme Court's holding and remand instructions in the Trump versus the United States, the special counsel's office said. All right. Now, the replacement indictment trusts the question that Trump's effort to steal the 2020 election back into the critical final months of the 2024 campaign. For much of this year, the ex-president's legal and political narratives merged through the claims that he was the victim of a conspiracy by the legal team's successes in using the appeals process to delay most of his trials, or in this case, of charges related to his mishandling of classified documents.
No such case.
No such case. No such. Thank you very much.
He can have them documents.
Which dismissed entirely, and the transformation of the race with new Democratic nominee, Vice President Kamala Harris, has recently overshadowed the ex-president's legal woes. I'm going to flip my page right here just a little bit.
I mean, she is so bad that people are forgetting about what Trump is accused of.
Right.
Because she's so stupid.
Oh, gosh. This is just absolutely crazy. Smith's determination to rescue the case under the Supreme Court immunity ruling underscores the huge personal stakes that Trump has in winning November and reacquiring the executive authority that would allow him to end federal proceedings against him. So I want to make sure I didn't skip a page here.
No, it don't sound like you did at all.
No, I didn't. Okay, just want to make sure. Sometimes they stick together. Okay, according to the source familiar, the Trump defense team expected renewing of the indictment like this to set up the next phase of the case after the high court's ruling. A hearing on the case has already scheduled in Judge Tanya Chutkan's courtroom for next Thursday, but the superseding indictment coming so soon was a surprise.
To who? Not according to Fox.
Not according to them. No. So who's a surprise? Surprise. Yeah. So on the Truth Social, Trump blasted Smith and the case against him in an effort to resurrect a dead witch hunt in Washington, D.C. in an act of desperation and in order to save face the illegally appointed special counsel, deranged Jack Smith, like that deranged Jack Smith, has brought an ridiculous new indictment against me, which has all the problems of the old indictment. Yes. And should be dismissed immediately. Exactly. A lot of times they're thinking this is like a a double jeopardy thing.
Yeah.
You know, it to me, and being layman, and I'm not an attorney or nothing, but if you've already been tried for something, found guilty of it, or innocent of it, you can't be retried for the same thing twice. And what they're trying to do is put a little extra fluff into this re-indictment to where they can kind of worm it back in and start over.
It's the same major. You still got corn in the crap.
You still got it.
You still got corn in the crap.
Yeah.
You know, when they threw out, or I don't know if they threw it out. That's not the right word. When they kicked it back,
right,
and said they can't do what to do, they went to talk about documents. Here's the problem: Biden was found guilty of having them too. Remember that? Remember how that went down?
Yeah.
They said he was guilty of. He had no business having when he was a senator.
No.
You can't have classified documents unless you're the freaking president of the United States. That automatically zooms Trump. That automatically, they keep forgetting that. He's entitled to have them. Biden wasn't. They found him guilty. They said he wasn't able to stand trial if they prosecuted him.
Right.
But they didn't say he didn't do it. He said he was guilty too. So now, is Trump's people going, when Biden gets out of office, because he's going out of office now, there's going to be a new president next year.
Yeah.
Okay, there is going to be a new
whoever it may be.
Whoever it may be, there's going to be a new one. Are they going to prosecute him?
Sure. You know, let's see what happens.
I think it's all stupid. No, leave the man alone. He's out of presidency. You got him. You said he was guilty of it. That mark is now on him that he is not supposed to have these documents.
Right.
Bang.
Now here's the prosecution's big argument in the re-indictment on this January 6th thing here. Private versus the official duties. In the reworked indictment, prosecutors argue several times that Trump didn't have any constitutionally assigned presidential duties regarding the post-election transaction of power. They did this to highlight how the new indictment comports with the Supreme Court ruling, which granted immunity for some of Trump's conduct that falls within the official powers. Okay, now, importantly, the superseding indictment cuts language about the former president's interactions with senior Justice Department officials and adds language describing when Trump was acting as a candidate and not the president. Okay, I just want to say, when you're the president, whether you're running for re-election or not, if you're the current president and you're running for a second term, you're still the president.
You're still the sitting
You are
president.
not just a candidate. You are still the president of the United States. Okay. All right. The related article you can find exclusive is the inside story of John Roberts and Trump's immunity win at the Supreme Court. Okay, moving on. We're just about done here. And then you all can kind of shoot in any comments you got here. The defendant had no official responsibilities related to the certification proceedings, but he did have a personal interest as a candidate in being named the winner of the election. The superseding indictment says in a line that wasn't in the original indictment. So they think if they just add another line in there that we got some ground here to go after him again. In several instances, prosecutors repeatedly added language describing Trump as a candidate and descriptions of his alleged co-conspirators as individuals who were not government officials during the conspiracies that were intended acting in their private capacity. Okay. In another section, the special counsel's office described a lawsuit that Trump campaign filed regarding the results in Georgia, which he narrowly lost. The old indictment said the lawsuit was filed in his name, but the reworked indictment says it was filed in the capacity of a candidate for president. Oh, geez, they're grasping at straws. Okay. Smith's team also emphasized that the contention of the then Vice President Mike Pence was acting in a ceremonial role as president of the Senate when he presided over the Electoral College certification proceedings on January 6, 2021. The distinction is important because prosecutors are arguing that Trump's pressure campaign on Pence was outside the scope of his official duties. All right. In addition, prosecutors cut references to co-conspirator 4. CNN has identified that person as then Justice Department official Jerry Clark, who had allegedly sought to use his position to aid Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Trump has pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. This comes through CNN's Holmes Librand and Casey Gannon contributed to this report. So there you have it. So what they're doing.
Before I just want to say congratulations to Donald Trump for winning the next presidency.
Yes.
He's already won because they're so scared.
Yeah, they're running scared.
They're absolutely scared. They're trying to get him not to win. He must have already won. Congratulations, Donald Trump, for winning the presidency.
Yeah.
What else is it?
Yeah, I mean, here he's being re-indicted for the same thing that, it's like, come on, people. You're grasping at straws here.
BJ said none of us care who we sleep with.
Yeah, nobody cares.
It ain't about that. But there's only two people that need to give a shit about that. That's Donald Trump and his wife.
And if she don't have a problem with it, well, then it's nobody's business.
The original statement was he didn't. Then they say he did. Then he said he didn't. Then he said he did. He gave her money to shut up and go away anyway. Okay. You probably said there's some impropriety giving her money anyway. Okay. But at least he didn't send somebody to kill her like Hillary would have did. No.
Oh no.
So I don't care.
You cross the cliff, you come up dead.
If his wife is okay with it, and if you see Trump on there with a black eye says Wagner across his head, you know his wife cared.
Okay, well here's the thing: when all that happened back there with Stormy Daniels, way back when, him and one they weren't even married. What difference does it make?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was way back in. No one
way
cared.
Back when? Who cares?
Okay, and comments to me. Listen, I like Robert De Niro as an actor. A lot of his movies are gold. Okay. But when he threatened to whip his ass, why wasn't he arrested? Because them guys that said they were going to kick Biden's ass, the FBI went to their house, kicked their freaking door in.
And hauled them off.
Okay. For some comments that they made. Because they were high, right? And that's what they said when you're inebriated.
Yeah.
But Robert De Niro said that. Ashley Judd made comments. Remember when they told me they were going to rape his son, rape his wife, and now to rape his wife, rape his son? I'm going to look at something straighter. You said it to me, I'd be coming knocking on your door. You would know.
We need to have a conversation.
Come on now. And a lot of these guys, now listen, I am one of the people that think Trump talks too much sometimes. Sometimes
he does. Yeah, just be quiet.
On the same token, I am not one of them guys that think somebody should say something to him and he not have the right to respond.
Exactly.
If someone says something to you, citizen, you're going to say something back.
You will say something back.
You don't care.
You're going to react some way or another.
Same with me.
Yeah. He's human like everybody else.
Look, there's time. Me and Dean are real good buddies. If I met him, I'm going to give him a big hug, a big man. I want to see him. Okay. But him and I don't always agree. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't. But Dean's going to say, listen, I disagree with you, or that's not right. I'm going to say, Dean, I didn't like that. That's not right. That's how we do it. But listen, if Dean was threatening me and they're going to come to his house and arrest him, if I was threatening Dean, I'd want him to come to my house. Do your job. Do your job. And so these guys,
I can remember a date.
Johnny Depp.
Yep.
Madonna. I mean, Madonna old. Her uterus is about to fall out. I mean, how do you like me to say something like that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm old enough. I can remember a time. Okay. Not that I'm that old, but I was part of the foundation for Moses to stand on. But anyway,
I have him call you when done, Jesus.
Yes.
Is it about the pyramid? About the pyramid?
About the pyramid? Yeah.
Okay, I'll have him call you Jesus. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. But when you make a threat against a president like that or the office, you can find yourself in the penitentiary. They didn't play around back.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
Now it's just like it's norm.
But people don't want him to say nothing.
No.
Okay, they keep saying January 6th. January 6th wasn't nothing.
That wasn't anything. That would come
you
on,
had
people. Get over
FBI
it.
agents manning the barricades, letting people in. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
Okay. They wanted something like that to happen. They knew something's going to happen when they start putting a fence around the damn place 2 days ahead of time. Why would you need that? They've never had a fence before.
No, never did. Yeah,
Now,
you're talking about the same outfit that was supposed to be protecting the president,
Do
too,
I-
you know, when they shot at him.
do I agree with some of them dumbasses?
No.
No, them guys that went to the Capitol were morons.
Come on.
A couple of guys went in and said, you know, people are like, well, Trump sent them in there. Well, okay. How come Trump didn't let none of them out? Yeah. Some are still in there. You know, if Trump was their buddy, the most powerful man on the planet, all right, because he's the president, plus he's Donald freaking Trump. And
Exactly.
if he said, you guys protest, I get you out, I'm pretty sure he'd have got you out.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't say that because he didn't want it to happen. He said in there on all news outlets, including CNN, all of them, he goes, don't go down there. We'll go down there peacefully. I'll walk down there peacefully with you. We'll do it peacefully. Peacefulness. That's what he said.
Yeah.
You can go look it up yourself. Play the whole video though, not
Play
the
it all.
redacted, not the redacted one, the one where you'll hear him say it. Play his day. Okay. So I'm tired of the January 6th crap.
Yeah.
When you had all these Democratic things out here, organizations out here, burning cop cars, okay, running cars in the side of buildings, okay. These stupid bastards who were stealing these women, a woman's minivan, a pregnant woman, and ran her over, and they didn't arrest him for it. You can kiss my damn ass.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing about that bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, if you're going to be fair and have a law enforcing society, be fair. I've been through this all my life. I've never had a fair shake with the court. And ever did, I fall down there, I'd have to be life flighted or have to get some sort of recession or something. I mean, my God, you know, come on, guys. Come on. So, and you know, and I think it's too late for the report you just read. I think it's too late because this is September.
Right.
Okay? By the time the courts get him the thing, it's going to be December.
It'd be next year before it could get to the courts. By that, the election's going to be over.
And he could postpone it probably to next spring.
Yeah.
By that time, if he wins, they ain't got no case against you because you know he's going to write it a full deal. Get out of here. And he's going to fire the people. He's going to fire a bunch of people are going to be collecting food stamps if he wins presidency. And they know it.
I made
And
a
they absolutely
prediction.
know
I
it.
made a prediction to Rick before the show started that my prediction for this election on
write this down.
Electoral College,
I'm going to write this down.
you just write that down. Trump's going to walk away with 340 electoral votes.
340. And for the record, I was above 300 myself. I said 304. Okay.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be worse than that. I think it's going to be a colossal beatdown. More I talk
Could
about.
be
My dad
wrong,
thinks
but
it's
we'll
tight.
see.
My dad thinks it's going to be super tight. But after this new shit coming out, the Democrats are running like a sinking ship. They're like rats on a sinking ship.
Camel Knee Pat Harris has got her own party dropping on her.
Yeah, they do. So I think 340 is going to be close. It's going to be close. I'm gonna say above 304. You're going 340. I believe you're probably going to be pretty damn close.
Yeah, you can't pull the
I
wool
say you're
over the
gonna be-
American people
You're gonna
anymore.
be 10 either way.
Yeah,
You're either going to be at 350 or 330 before you get to.
just my guesstimation.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's far off at all. I really do think it's going to be an absolute, because listen, you got a lot of people out there who don't participate in polls. I've never filled out a poll one.
Mhm.
All right, I don't know about you, but all these polls come out. Where these polls come from? I didn't fill out no damn poll. No one asked me any questions. So you got guys like us who didn't fill out no poll, right?
Nobody stopped me on the street corner and asked me anything.
No, what they call the lean-in voters. Last
Mhm.
time when he won, the lean-in voters, and then Trump. You got a lot of them people being quiet right now. I think they're all going to come out, full-fledged force, and go. I know a lot of people that are Democrat that really don't care about the 34 indictments because now they've seen how weak they are.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't care about him saying he grabbed a pussy. And I'm sorry I said that over there, but that's so what? I've been married twice. I grabbed plenty of them. All right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares who he slept with. Like BJ said a while ago. American people don't give a shit because American people remember a couple of things. One, when he was president, you reach in your pocket and you didn't feel lint. You found some money.
Yeah, there was money in your
Money
pocket.
in your pocket. Two, they know when to go to the grocery stores. They didn't take all their money from the grocery store, or they can have it and go to a concert and support the local entertainment in the area because they had money to do that and buy merchandise. Okay,
Mhm.
or these guys go get these cars and trucks at a reasonable interest rate and afford to make the payment and still live their damn lives.
Yeah, you ain't doing that now.
All right, Dean Cerny quit drinking for 22 days. A lot of people, when Biden became president, quit drinking because they couldn't afford it. Okay, whether they wanted to or not, at least Dean's got the courage to do it because he wants to, So the economy is People coming over here at a monstrous rate in this debate about the border.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me clear something up about the border. Both sides are wrong on this issue. People are like, well, we should let everybody come over. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
No. We don't.
You guys on the other side say, well, we've secured the border since Columbus discovered America. Stop.
Quit.
Columbus did not discover America. America was already here.
That's right.
My people and other tribes are already on this land. So we don't need to. That's wrong too. And white man did come over here. They didn't come over here as pioneers and to create a land that was already created. They were immigrants too. But we have laws since then. Well, since what happened way back then, guys, doesn't exist anymore. We're totally different now. We have laws. I, as a Native person, I don't want tribal mentality, and that's what we're becoming. Tribal mentality.
Tribal. Yeah, that's
Democratic tribe, Republican tribe, and independent tribe. That's it. That's what we're becoming. We don't need to. Other countries have tribal mentality. They're always fighting. Where are they at right now? Look them up. See? So they're scared. And they're trying everything they can do to get Trump.
Yep.
And I think they're out of time. I think it's all going to backfire on them. They're going to go down swinging.
Yep. They're going to go down swinging, but they're a day late and $1 short.
And the FBI is going to get cleaned out. There's going to be some unemployment there.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the Secret Service outside. Now, he already endorsed the ones that were next to him. Said, well, what a beautiful job. I didn't think they did a great job, but if he said it, you know their job's secure. But the guys on the outside of that detail, they're going to be collecting food stamps. They're done. Okay, you're going to get that government cheese. By the way, I'll take some government cheese.
And powdered eggs. Yeah. There you go, buddy.
Hey.
How's that taste?
Just remember, if it turns green, it's not rotten. It's just fake. So, and you already seeing it. You're already seeing it. Well, Nancy, what's her name? Pelosi. Old pickled woman. That's what we call old pickled woman. She is not running for re-election because she knows what's coming down the pike.
Oh, doesn't that just break your heart?
No, I lose so much sleep.
Just tore.
I sleep so hard over it, I slobber.
Yeah.
Wake up. That's supposed to believe it. Yeah. All this about how we can't act, how you can't say this, can't say that. Yes, the fuck we can, and we can, and we will. If you are the type of person who don't like bad language, and don't like this, and don't like that, yet you can sit and watch TV where sauce drips down a woman's cleavage and most of her tits are hanging out of her shirt, and you think that's entertainment?
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to hear you. Don't want to hear you.
Don't say a word.
If you're watching women's sports and they wear the tightest ass things they can wear, showing everything they got, you're okay with that? If that's inspiration to your daughters, I don't want to hear none out of you.
Yeah.
Don't be crying at a comedy show or somewhere where somebody makes a joke about transgender or gay or somebody with red hair or even the church. Yeah. Hey, I'm equal opportunity. I'm not saying church is off limits. I'm saying if you can make fun of church, don't be mad when somebody makes fun of what you respect and what you
That's right.
Respect. Okay, that's just the way it is.
Hey.
You can make fun of the president, either one of them, then nothing's off limits. Okay. So
if you can dish it out, you better be able to take it.
And some people can't no more. And because people are so damn soft in this country now, and we're supposed to allow them to be that way. That's what's happening.
I ain't tiptoeing around you.
Nope, don't. Because I don't hang around people that are soft. Because it pisses me off. It gives me anxiety. I hate that. I hate that
anxiety. I'll show you some anxiety.
They say ones who burned the cities in 2020 are the same ones that can't shut up about January 6th. Yeah. And what was that black lady, that black politician? Tell me, we need to get out there and burn some stuff up. And
yeah. I can see her face. Can't think of her name right now.
Her and Ocasio-Cortez or whatever.
AOC.
Her. A lot of women of color who thought they were being picked on was out in front. Out in front. That Native American politician out of Kansas, the lesbian, out in front. She kind of, to give her credit, she kind of back up and shut up a little bit now.
Yeah, she has.
She's really backed up. And
she's gotten quiet. I think I better be quiet here.
She's not really doing much. And there's another reason why they don't want him back in office. He has nothing to lose, so he's going to go for the juggler. Yes, he is. And and like I told him,
and he can't be bought.
Maxine Waters, thank you.
Maxine Walters, thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Maxine Waters running her damn mouth. Nothing happened. And they say, well, we've got. My sound's on.
Yeah, my sound's on.
Yeah, Testing, it's your election.
Test. Yeah, it's going.
Maxine Waters wasn't arrested.
Nope.
They said, and it came out today, had some type of immunity of Congress or Senate has immunity or something.
Well, you tell me the difference between Maxine Waters standing up there and doing that and supposedly Trump doing this on January 6th.
Well,
Why do you?
And they misconstrue what he said. First of all,
Yeah.
it's because he doesn't talk like a politician. They didn't understand. He wasn't telling you to run in there and change the votes. He said, man, look, you got to find me some votes because these guys are going to ruin the country. And he was right. That's what he means. Fine. He wasn't talking about go after manufacture them. That was not what he said.
No.
Last year, I said something about the, or maybe it was 2 years ago. I think it was last year. I was talking about on here about how the election, in my opinion, I was careful how I said everything. I said, my opinion, I thought the election was stolen. And I read off of Google, and Google said, yes, there was some fraud. Not on a mass scale, like everyone says, but there was some fraud. Somebody reported it to YouTube. YouTube sent me a deal. I protested YouTube, sent them copies of Google, the page I was on, and everything. They texted me back, said, we are sorry, we have it wrong. Your information is correct. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Rest my case. Yeah.
And now if
Shut
I
up,
proved
go
it,
away, leave me alone.
if I proved it and beat it,
Yep.
something happened.
Something somewhere.
Something happened. What happened was dead people were getting cards to vote. That has happened. Nobody wants you to believe that. A lot of people said, hey, my dead uncle got a voter registration card. Okay, that happens. Okay. But when his dead uncle voted, how did that happen?
Yeah, exactly.
You see, and those things were happening on a little bitty scale. The fact it happened at all, one person, it was fraud. That's considered fraud.
A lot of people probably disagree with me, but I think for one thing, if you are not able to walk into the voting booth and show your ID and show you're registered and it match with the county's books that you are registered at that address, you ain't be voting. Because the mail-ins, good grief. Come on. I mean, just saying,
Dean Cerny said, my dad got 7 mail-in ballots from Michigan.
Okay.
Okay, Google, YouTube, Facebook. You don't like that, contact Dean.
Contact Dean Cerny. There he is, right there.
Right. You just
Track
said his
him
dad
down.
got it.
And I'm sure he can back that up with the evidence.
I'm sure you can.
Knock yourself out. Go for it.
Just like I did. And they had to back off. Okay. The point being is this. Oh, he said he died in 2015. Well, 9 years ago. I believe, Dean, they've had a lot of time to know your dad's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't take them long to figure out my father-in-law died after we sent all the paperwork in. They recognized him as dead. And that's been what? 4 months, 5 months? Yeah. So the point being, guys, Democrats think of it this way. You want Republicans going after Biden for what he did? He broke the law too. He wasn't supposed to have any documents whatsoever. They said he was guilty. They said he ain't got mental capacity going by it. Civilian court won't care about the mental capacity.
No,
his friend. See, that was his friend, the guy he appointed.
They'll go back to the date and say, well, he had his mental faculties about him then. Too bad.
Funny what happens when you live in the house you were raised in, and I'm not talking about ghosts. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why they're doing it. But listen, election's coming. I know we're all tired of all the commercials already. And really a defense. I hadn't seen a whole lot of him bashing Harris on this deal.
Well, I haven't
seen her bashing him much on that. I haven't really seen a one going either way. Probably because they already know, he don't need no help.
Well, when I want to see what's going on with it, I don't even watch the news anymore on TV. When I want to see what's going on, I'll live feed a news feed here and there,
right.
And I'll watch the news there. And I don't cover just one network. I'll watch a little CNN, a little MSNBC, NBC, ABC, Fox. I want to get both sides of the spectrum. Then I like to watch a lot of these where these people go out doing these polls asking, who you going to vote for this year, Harris or Trump, and then when they say the candidate that they're going to back and vote for, then they say why. You can't, when it comes to Kamala, well, just because, you know, they don't have a reason why they want to vote for her. They can't come up with anything.
No.
But you ask somebody if they're backing Trump, and the first thing out of their mouth is a better economy.
Yeah.
He does what he says he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Another thing it's
just saying,
been popping up, and I've been seeing it. I haven't seen a whole lot of evidence of it, but I've seen a little bit. A lot of men, black men, Mexican men, all men, are on the Democratic side are losing faith in her.
They are
jumping ship. A lot of the wives like, you're going to vote for her, and man's like, I ain't vote for her.
No.
Ain't no self-respecting man going to vote for her.
Right.
Well, you need to, honey. No, I don't. People keep saying that the black race is stupid. I know quite a few of them.
I got to disagree with that. I'm sorry.
There's no more stupid black people than there's stupid white people.
That's right.
And any race has got your idiots. They do.
Yeah.
So, but to figure it out, and men in general, it ain't just black men. Men in general.
Men in general.
A man can't look at this particular female and see strength. In order for a man to vote for a woman as president, and I think it's going to happen eventually.
Eventually it will.
I think she's going to have to come off as a good leader of men.
A strong leader.
Strong, all right? And have a little bit of fierceness. If she says it, it's going to happen.
And know what they're talking about.
And not fucking giggle.
Yeah. Or say, I'm not answering that right now. Next question. If
a woman, a great candidate come across the table, and I was evaluating her, and I seen who she's running against, and I'm be like, wow. Okay, well, guess what? She's got my vote.
She got mine. Exactly.
And you know what? She can't do any worse than some of these men have did.
I know that's right.
Okay. So that being said, guys, it's been a great show. We appreciate it a lot. Next week we'll come back. We're going to give you the results of how we did at the community project, Veterans Community Project up in Kansas City. Man, I'm excited. I've been working this deal for a long time. We got us in there. All we got to do now is perform, baby. All we got to do is lay it down. On the way out here, Dean says, I want to see JD Vance eat Walt's MRI.
MRE, yeah.
Waltz is a lion. He lied, and he's a. I don't know if you call it a stolen valor guy or not, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
He is going to deal with the Taliban, ISIS, or hell, even Putin. Yes, he will. Well, yeah. I mean, Marine. I'm give him a box of crayons, and then he'll take good care of what's going on. Guys, that being said, Commander and I want to let you all know we appreciate you all too.
Yes, we do.
Watching this, man.
Thanks for putting up with us.
Appreciate it so much. The show was kind of something wrong with the feed. Of course, this computer is on its way out. I know that, and it's fixing to have a big hole in it come November. Okay. It's on its path. I will no longer need this internet up here because we're going.
Don't even want to talk about this internet up here.
There'll be Comedy Vets is going to take it over completely. My half, that's WO Entertainment, and my other half is Comedy Vets.
Yep,
we're all going to merge together. Comedy Vets is what this room's going to be. So that's coming in November now. It's coming pretty quick. So, guys, school's back in session. Mothers and fathers are all having vacation.
Oh, yes, they are. Yeah. The Labor Day weekend just went past. Hope everybody had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Boy, now it's time to get back to the grind.
It's time to get back to the grind. I got a big project I've been working on for a couple ladies, waiting on materials, build them a nice deck, put 2 brand new doors on them and all the doorknobs, and they're happy and they're paying money. So things are going. That being said, guys, on the way out, I'm Richie King, Bad Man of Comedy. On behalf of my brother here, and Commander, the commander of Post 33, American Legion in Cameron, Missouri. We say, Dona Dagahoy, Osta Usvi. If you're laughing, you ain't crying.
That's right.
You understand that? If you're laughing, you ain't crying. Until next week, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Have your freaking pet spay or neuter.
That's right. Make Bob Barker happy.
Make Bob Barker happy. Take care, guys.